Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Mannu Issue ACCA classes. So in this video, I will be explaining the concept of annual allowance and which is very most important for the both F6 as well as P6 student. So if you are watching my video for the first time, do not forget to subscribe my channel and share it among your friends. And in case you have missed out my previous video, you can find the link which will be linked on the right hand side of your screen, or you will find the link in the description box. So don't miss out, stay tuned for more videos. Okay, so in this video we will be talking about the annual allowance concept. Okay, so basically in earlier video what we covered, I'm just quick recapping those concepts. We have started the pension chapter and what the things which need to be keep in your mind. I'm focusing on that portion so that you can solve your question very easily after watching out this video, I'm very sure. Okay, so HMRC said that earlier. Okay, you can those individual who are making contribution in the any of the pension plan, that was a personal, occupational, they will be entitled for the certain relief. Okay, and what was the relief was that according to the nature, like if they are making contribution in the personal plan, personal pension contribution, they will get the three relief, that was 20% amount will be contributed by the HMRC. Basic rate band and band will be increased and your ANI will be reduced, right? And similarly, if you are making contribution in the occupation plan, if individual itself is making, then it will be deducted from the employment income, and in case employer is making in either of the plan, it will be exempt, right? So now later on HMRC said that okay, now individual is making contribution from the any source of income, even they are using the interest income, dividend income, so which they have not put their effort to earn those income, right? So later on HMRC says okay, if you are making the contribution in the pension plan from this source of income, then only you will get the credit. And what was that the source of income? It was PET. PET stand for the property furnished holiday letting. Okay, property means here I am using the word property to just remember the short form PET. So when I will say P, you have to think okay, furnished holiday letting, FHL. Okay, and E stand for employment income, T stand for trading income. Right. So now, if you are making the contribution in the pension plan from these three sources of income, then fine, you will get the relief, as HMRC said. And what will be the relief? It will be lower of the gross personal pension contribution and UK relevant earning. And why I have used the PPC? Because in occupational pension contribution, we are already making contribution from the employment income. That's why this issue might not arrive in that point. Okay, so this was the HMRC said. Later on, HMRC observe that okay, now the individual is making the contribution as much from this source of income. Now they have put the limit and where the annual allowance concept came ahead, right? So in annual allowance concept, basically it's limit the amount that you will contribute to the any of the pension plan, and it will not only include the amount you contribute, but it will also include the amount contributed by your employer. Okay, so basically annual allowance is the maximum amount that anyone, okay, by himself or employer will contribute in the pension plan, either in the personal pension plan or occupational pension plan in a particular tax year. Okay, so means if you are contributing this maximum amount, you will still get the full tax relief. Okay, but one thing that you need to keep in the mind, that the contribution made by you and your employer, adding up these two need to be considered while calculating the maximum amount. We will learn later on. Okay, so now currently limit what the annual allowance limit is 40,000 annually. Okay, and it's from the 2021 to 2023-24 tax year is 40,000 annually. Means if you are contributing suppose 20,000 and your employer is contributing 10,000, so adding of these two is 30,000, so it is below the limit of 40,000. right? So still you will get the relief. But if you have contributed 30,000, your employer has contributed for 20,000. In that case, adding of these two amount, it will be 50,000. So means 10,000 extra from the limit. So now you have to pay the tax on those 10,000. Got my point? Okay. So this thing you need to remember from I'm as you are ACCA student. I must say that it's quite tricky topic. So still you need to remember in order to solve the question. Okay. So now, as I said, tax on excess contribution. If your contribution exceeds the annual limit, the tax relief you will get on the excess contribution is reversed. This means excess is taxed on the non-saving income. Yeah, one more point. In my first video, I have just explained the non-saving, saving, and dividend income. If you have watched out my those video, you can see here I have been classified that while calculating the tax of the individual, any income is categorized under three head: non-saving, saving, and dividend. And in case of pension, the additional tax that you pay on the excess of the amount above the limit, it will become under the head non-saving. You can see here allowance charge. Okay, so that's what tired app. Don't forget the name tired app. Okay. Coming to our point, I hope this is clear till now. In case of any confusion, don't feel like do not hesitate to contact me on my Instagram, Facebook, or Telegram, or YouTube, wherever you feel easy. Try to contact me. I will try my best to solve your queries. So basically, this is for the excess contribution. Now, one more thing. If in case, as I said that in first example, I took that I have contributed 20,000 and my employer contributed 10,000. So altogether it was 30,000 and my limit was 40,000, right? So 10,000 was unused. Okay. So it means if anyone have do not utilize fully its annual allowance, it can be carried forward. Okay. It can be carried forward. But up to 3 years, it means you can carry forward. Okay. So any unused annual allowance can be carried forward up to 3 years and it should be utilized on the FIFO basis. Means first in, first out. Okay. Okay. So this is for the carry forward rule. It means in my example, the 10,000 will be carry forward. It means next year my limit will be 40,000 of the current year and 10,000 from the previous year. Let me explain with the numeric figure. So I have contributed 20,000. My employer contributed 10,000. Right. So adding of these two. Adding of these two, it will be 30,000. Right. But my limit was 40,000. Isn't it? So what was the unused limit? Unused limit was this was contributed by me, my employer, right? And this was total amount, this was limit, and unused limit. Okay, so this 10,000 was unused, it will be carried forward. So it means in next year my limit will be this plus 10,000 of the current year, 40,000. It means up to 50,000 I can contribute without any tax charges. Got my point? Okay, so now what the next? Okay, let's move. Okay, now this 40,000 in my previous video of the personal allowance, I said that up to certain limit you will get the full credit for the personal allowance, and after that certain limit your personal allowance will be reduced for every 2 by 1, right? So same case apply for the annual allowance as well. It will also be reduced. So okay, if a certain limit has been crossed. So if your adjusted income, and adjusted income means your net income, okay? Sorry, just wait. Okay, so how to calculate adjusted income? So basically your adjusted income is net income plus employee contribution in the either occupational pension plan or personal pension plan, plus employee contribution in the OPP, means occupational pension plan. So adding up these three, you will get the adjusted income, and our limit is to 40,000. Okay, so if whatever the amount excess is, it will be reduce our annual allowance charge, same as in case of the personal allowance, right? So but for the F6 student, just wait, let me copy this above. Okay, so basically for the F6 student, they only have to check this criteria in order to reduce the annual allowance, but for the P6 they have to check this as well, the threshold income criteria. If the both the criteria meet, only then we can reduce the our annual allowance charges. Okay, and one more thing, your minimum amount or allowance that an individual is entitled is 4,000. If after adjusting, if after reducing the allowance, is suppose your allowance is less than 4,000, in that case still you will get the credit for the 4,000. Okay, and regarding the threshold income criteria, basically it is calculated by we have to take the net income, then we will deduct the contribution in the personal pension plan. Once again I am repeating, contribution in the personal pension plan, and we have to take the gross amount, and if the threshold income, whatever the, let me write down, it will be more clear. So we will take the net income, okay, xxx, and then we will deduct, means less, gross PPC amount, and after that we will get the threshold income, which is xxx. Let me bold this. This is our answer. If this threshold income, the limit is 200,000. Okay, so if it exceed, then AA will also be diminished. Okay, continue to be diminished means it will reduce. Got my point? Okay, so it means both the criteria need to be met. One was the ANI, other was adjusted income, other was the threshold income. Okay, and if it is below the 200,000 limit, then it A will not reduced. Okay, so this is all about the concept of an annual allowance. So if you find the video very useful, try to share it among your friends, and once this all the concept has been completed, then I will be solving the question for the F6 as well as P6 student. You can find the video in my playlist in the YouTube channel. So that's why stay tuned with my channel, so that for more important videos like this. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching.